The text is Philippians 3:13 through 14. Friends, don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert in all of this, but I've got my eye on the goal, where God is beckoning us onwards to Jesus. I'm off and running. I'm not turning back. What has been one of the hardest things that you have done? Maybe it's something at camp, like jumping off the blob, going on the rocket, whatever it is. Maybe at camp, maybe outside. There's some things that we do that are really, really tough. And I want to tell you guys about something that, in my opinion, is one of the toughest things I've done. I got the chance to climb a famous mountain in Oregon called Mount Hood. And I remember we rolled out of bed at 2 in the morning. It was dark. We had headlamps. It was me, my mom, my dad, and a friend. And we headed up this mountain, and it was so snowy that we could only see just a little bit in front of us, a little patch from our headlamps. And we climbed and climbed and climbed, and about 3 hours went by just upwards climbing. And we were so tired, and just then the sun came up, and it was pink, and it was so beautiful. And I realized we were only halfway up, and we were already exhausted. That day, I remember there were some really tricky parts to climbing it. My parents ended up turning back, and there's this chute that goes up this wall of ice, and it's called the Pearly Gates. And I was like, how scary could that be? Well, it was really scary. We ended up having to use an ice axe and go up this thing, and we finally made it to the top. It took about 7 hours to get up there. It was intense. But I want to talk a little bit about what are some journeys that we make and what are some hard things that we do. And maybe you have some goals for next summer at Big Lake, or maybe for your lives back home. There's different things that we may view as scary or uncomfortable, but it's worth the journey. And for me, that journey looked like climbing a mountain. And there's still some other goals I want to accomplish too. But whatever your goal is, I hope you know that you're not doing it alone, that you have God going with you on that journey, climbing the mountain, whatever it is. Yeah, you're not doing it alone. So with that, Big Lake Camper, I want to encourage you that keep climbing, because your mountain is waiting, and today's your day.